Hello Aries, and welcome to my channel Spiritual Nomad. I'm here today to do a weekly read for the second week in June. Although that said, the reads can't do dates so well, so it's starting from this week, but often we have messages for further down the line. Let's see what we've got for you today, Aries. Yeah. Okay, Empress. 10 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups, Aries. Wonderful. Okay. So, for some of you, you may have just brought a new child into the world, or maybe somebody is expecting. I think probably it's you or your partner in this particular instance. I don't see it as somebody outside of your union, because this looks very much like a union. Just absolute beautiful set of cards there, Aries. It's an extremely good week for you this week. So if we aren't referring to a child, this could be a new relationship coming forward, or an existing relationship's maybe going to a next level. So if you've been seeing someone for a while, perhaps you're going to move in together. If you're living together, maybe you're going to get engaged, maybe you're about to get married. Definitely I'm seeing very much with the Empress next to this 10 of Cups, and you've got the husband, wife and the 2 children there. So that's where I'm really getting the family from, because we've got the Empress and we've got those children there. Although obviously the Empress can signify pregnancy, I don't necessarily see it as just that. It does depend on the cards around it that are backing it up and the messages that I'm getting that day. But yeah, so I'm definitely feeling that, yeah, I think, you know, if you're in an established relationship, it's certainly going to another level for you. And if you are single, then the person that you are about to meet, or that you've just started dating, this is something serious. This is somebody really, really special. You know, I'm not going to say the one, because we just don't know, do we? But it's certainly going to be something lovely. And if it is work related, although, you know, it's not really resonating that that's the case here, but if it is, you know, this could be a new creative endeavor, something that's you love. It's not just about working and earning money. It's turning something that you truly love into the way that you earn money. So that's another option. It could be that, you know, all of this has already just happened for you, and you've got the new child, the dog, the picket fence, and you're actually just really in your element right now, Aries, and you're just absolutely loving life. And all I can say to you on that note is just really just sit back and enjoy it whilst you've got it. You know, we have many stages in our life, and we forget sometimes to just sit back and actually love the moments that are blissful. Let's see what else we've got going on in your life. I kind of just want to leave it there, really. See if any other messages. Okay. So, yeah, there's definitely, so there's something, somebody, something new coming in, something's coming in, and maybe a new idea, maybe a suggestion. I'm slightly concerned that there's that maybe you aren't, like I just said, maybe you aren't enjoying being blissfully happy, because sometimes that might sound ridiculous, but quite often we worry so much when everything's right. We worry about it not being, have I got enough love to give? what next? The answer is, don't worry about what next. And of course you've got enough love to give if, you know, all of this. So with the Page of Cups upside down here, and it certainly isn't a message of love not coming through, because all the love is definitely still there. I mean, I'd see it that almost like you or somebody that you're with, I think potentially you, worrying that, perhaps almost like you don't deserve the person that you've got in your life, or the people that you've got, or the wonderful children that you've got, or whatever it may be, depending on your circumstances. And there is definitely an air of like, you need, so creatively, you need to move forward with something else. So it's like, so if you have got all of this and you've come that far, and that area of your life is lovely, and so now you're addressing the area that's perhaps needs a little bit of work, and that might be the work area, which is absolutely fine. I don't see that there's any problems there, but maybe there's something you've always wanted to do, and now that you're in this nice union and this situation where you feel comfortable and supported, perhaps now that's going to be the time when you need to start thinking about moving forward, and you're feeling a bit stuck there, I think. But you must feel reassured that you are loved and supported by your network, whomever they may be. Yeah, most definitely. Yes. Yeah, so this message is getting stronger, and it's like you're actually keeping it to yourself, that you're feeling like this. You've got the Lovers here. You definitely, this is, so you're in a soulmate situation basically, and happily so. You're in love, your partner's in love with you, everything's going beautifully, but you're reluctant to say how you're feeling here, because you're worried about upsetting the apple cart of the bliss that you have going on in this relationship. You're worried to say, you know, that this job or career that I've been doing for the last 10 years, I don't want to upset our happy union, because obviously there's money coming in and everything's really, really stable, but actually it's leaving me feeling like the King of Pentacles reversed. So if you're a man in this situation and you're feeling like you're worried about providing for your family by striving out there and doing something that you've maybe had a bit of a plan to do all the time, and you're very reluctant to tell your partner, it will be well received. This person loves you, they want you to be happy, and they will support you, and they'll support your ideas. So you need to trust that that person will support you. I think you're holding back. So I think you need to go and sit down and have that heart-to-heart chat with them, and tell them how you're feeling, and add all of it in. You know, say, I am so blissfully happy with you, so much so that, you know, this is, I want it all, and you can have it all. Why can't you? Now's the perfect time, rather than the worst time, to actually perhaps upset the apple cart in other areas of your life. It doesn't have to be that way. I mean, you don't have to necessarily just give up a job and strive for this new thing. You can start putting all the wheels in motion first and see how you go. If you want to perhaps start your own business or become freelance or something like that, which is what I'm maybe picking up on here, that you're really worried if you've been, you know, working for the man and you want to go freelance, and you're concerned how your partner's going to take that news and the idea of not having a regular salary coming in. Let's take a couple more here. Yeah, okay, so it's on the bottom of the deck. The Devil reversed is on the bottom of the deck there. So, yeah, so in the past, so I think not in this relationship, but perhaps in another area of your life. I think potentially career here, but could be your family or whatever. I think more than likely you've reached a situation where you've come out of, but you've been put through in the past, a situation where you felt unappreciated, not fully part of the group, where people have been very much wanted you to stay there and work there because you are very good at what you do and you work very, very hard, but actually you've not been appreciated, you've been very much taken for granted. It's like that's past and it's been dealt with, and you have dealt with that aspect of your life. However, that's left a bitter taste in your mouth a little bit, and it's also made you aware that, you know, the fact that they wanted you to stay and were able to reconcile was because you're so good at what you do. So why are you doing it for somebody else? Why aren't you doing it for yourself? So I think I would say that definitely, and with the devil reversed as well, I think, yeah, I'd say you need to detach yourself from this group of people. It could be a friendship group that now doesn't sit with your new happy family. There's a friendship group, a work group. I'm not saying you need to sort of cut them off and never speak to them again, but you're not there anymore. If it's work, if it's friendship, you've outgrown them. By meeting this wonderful person and creating this amazing union, you're in a different, bigger, better place than they are. And at the moment, with all of this on the table, you have a pair here. So you've got a king and queen pair, but they're in reverse. They're both in reverse. So this situation, actually, where you're concerned to talk to your partner about it, it is actually the elephant in the room at the moment. They're aware. They are aware. They need you to talk about it. They need this to be addressed and dealt with. So that's what you need to do this week, really, I'd say. So this week, next week, but sooner rather than later, deal with the elephant. And speaking of which, I'm going to move on to the Wild Offering Oracle cards now and pull you one of these, which have beautiful illustrations of Ganesh on the back, the elephant sun. And these are lovely cards with messages from Tosha Silver, and the illustration, whoopsie, is by Katie Davey. I really like the messages. They seem to really back up my readings, so I like to pull one of these after. Really clarify the message, as does this one. So I'm just going to show you the back of the card there, the beautiful Ganesh illustration. And your message today is confidence. Divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, O love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. Now that's the absolutely perfect message, and that really pulls it all together for me as well, is that there is a lack of confidence currently with you thinking that you are capable of doing the endeavour that you so desperately want to do. But not only are you capable, but you are surrounded by the most wonderful support network right now. There couldn't be a better time for Aries to launch forward in a new venture, whatever it may be. I'm just going to show you that. It's very beautiful illustrations on there. I'll pop that up there. I hope this has been useful. I really hope it's resonated for somebody, because the general story there is lovely. And find the confidence within yourself, have that conversation and make that strive forward. I wish you the very best of luck, Aries, and I hope to see you again next week. This has been the Spiritual Nomad channel. Bye bye.